crouching for up to 10 hours between the furrows of a Nebraska field. Fausto Ríos, 17, could trim and separate 70 beets in a single minute with a small hoe. But he paid a steep price. Under the scorching heat, sweat would bathe his entire body and blind him within minutes. When his legs began to weaken and the pain in his lower back felt as if he were being continuously stabbed, the Mexican immigrant had two tricks to motivate himself and avoid a scolding from his bosses. He had to stay upright as he walked on his knees, all the while thinking about getting paid at. Despite the extreme hardships, the job was a godsend for him and millions of other young Mexican men, Ríos says. For immigrant laborers with little or no formal education and a lack of employment opportunities in their native land, laboring in the fields of El Norte offered a way out of utter deprivation. Being tied to the ground for hours is not easy, but then I was a young man with many dreams, Ríos murmured. But some dreams turn into nightmares that must become part of history so that we don't repeat them. That's why today I am breaking my silence. For decades, the 82-year-old has kept his experiences as a migrant farm worker in the bracero program a secret from all but close family members. The father of four felt ashamed to tell his children, Fausto, Hector Hugo, Dora and Jesús Manuel, about the indignities and abuses by unscrupulous bosses that he endured without ever filing a complaint. His children knew only that their father had been a farm worker. Now a widower, with a damaged back, arthritic knees and a treadmill as his constant companion, he wants to play whatever role he can in exposing, and ending, the long history of racism, wage theft and mistreatment that many farm workers experienced between the early 1940s and the mid-60s. He believes that sharing his story will give voice to all those immigrants who still are tethered to a system that, he says, exploits them and repays their sufferings with indifference. In my last days, I want to share an immigrant worker history class in the United States to make our future gene. In August 1942, in response to the farm labor shortage during World War II, the United States and Mexico signed a binational agreement to initiate the Mexican Farm Labor Program, better known as the Bracero Program, for Mexican workers to work in the U.S. temporarily on farms and railroads. The program was named for men who work with their arms, or brazos. Ríos was excited about the prospect of escaping an impoverished home and an abusive stepfather who put him to work at age 7 selling ice cream and other frozen treats and sometimes planting beans or corn. He had to quit school after the 5th grade.